Hey y'all, I'm gonna do a quick tour of my vegan pantry for you. So just kind of show you what's in there as it lies. So let's go ahead and get started. So on the top shelf, I have got, that's where my cereals and oatmeals go. Also things like vegan candy, top shelf, so my toddler can't get to it or really see it. We only have it because of Easter and stuffing eggs. That's some vegan chocolate, and Starbursts are vegan, obviously not healthy. I also keep my oatmeals and stuff like that up here. I love organic old-fashioned oats. I'm almost out of those, but I do have some backup, but they're not organic. That oatmeal right there was sent to me accidentally on a grocery order. It's the maple and cinnamon sugar, whatever. It's got all that extra sugar, so it just sits there. Got some grits, more cereal, more rolled oats in the back. And then over there to the far right is all my like plastic cutlery and, plastic wrap, parchment paper, things like that. Second shelf are where my pastas and starches and rices, beans, all that. And these are, I prefer healthy noodles that are made of like beans or brown rice flour, things like this. That's mac and cheese that the baby loves. It's easy to make for a late night. More noodles, brown rice noodles, quinoa noodles. And then I've got some rice vermicelli noodles that I got from my local Asian market as well. And so yeah, just tons of noodles. Again, I prefer ones that are made up of wholesome ingredients. I've got some whole wheat organic spaghetti back in the bag and tons of other like elbow noodles and stuff here that I could use for different dishes. So yeah, just stockpiled. And then this next container is tons of rice, tons and tons of brown rice. You can do so much with rice. It's filling, it's healthy starch. And down below, I've got some farro that I've never used in a recipe. So I don't know if any of you guys ever have. I know this is a really healthy, like ancient grain. I've just never seen too many recipes with it. I know they're out there, but I've not gone as far as making anything yet. And I've got like a little thing of leftover brown rice here in this container that I've had forever. Excuse me. And then in the back, we've got white rice, several things of white rice. And yeah, just tons of rice. You can do so much with it, and you'll never go hungry if you've got rice in your home. And so far left is my dry beans, pinto beans, navy beans. And then towards the back, I've got lentils and split peas and even some quinoa. There's some split peas right there. Again, these are foods that help to keep you full. And there's random pumpkin seeds right here. I don't know why. My nuts and seeds are on a lower shelf, but for some reason those are there. And black quinoa. I don't know if any of you have ever used black quinoa before, but it seems to cook different than regular colored quinoa or like the other colors. So I'm scared to make it again because the last time I tried I didn't do something right. So I don't know. There's some regular quinoa. I love adding this to curries and different dishes like that. Next row down below, it's my canned items, and I've got peanut butter here as well. I flip it upside down so that way it all kind of gets together and gets creamy. It's not just all the oil at the top. I always have tomato items on hand. That way, fire roasted tomatoes, tomato paste, your diced tomatoes, those are always needed if you're making like a soup or a dish, like they go in so much. So here we've got some lard-free beans. Okay, right there. This is from a previous partner. This is not mine. This is tuna. Obviously gross. I've never eaten it in my life. I think one time somebody like tricked me to eat it before I was vegan, and it was just so disgusting. I hate how it smells. I just need to give that away to somebody, but it's still just sitting in my cabinet. I also had some beans, some nice sliced carrots that are great to go like in my healthy mac and cheese. We've got some mushrooms, some olives. There's some jalapenos back there, I believe it was, and that's a vegan soup. And then like some Indian dal, I think it was, tons of green beans. I prefer to buy them organic, but that's not always possible. And those are some little coconut shavings in the back. And then here we've got apples, or not apples, that's actually applesauce. And it's weird that it's in a can, right? And I've got pumpkin puree I can use in different dishes. I've got some hot sauces, my yellow bird serrano and a yellow bird habanero. There's some salsa back there. This is also from that same previous partner. Worcestershire sauce is not vegan. It's got like anchovies in it or something. I need to give that away as well. It's just sitting there. And those bacon bits were also from that time period. And I believe those type right there are actually vegan friendly. I mean, they're not healthy, but I've got some garlic, minced garlic here, which is great in all your dishes when you're sauteing your vegetables. And just, garlic goes in everything. There's Grey Poupon that was given to me. And then coconut water. for the baby, and cornmeal that I like to use there's a dessert that I make that has cornmeal in it, an oil-free dessert. Those croutons I did not buy. They're just in my pantry. Those peppers I did. They went in a dish that I made one time. And those are breadcrumbs, and then we've got some coconut flour for baking. I have not used that in forever. I wonder if it's like bad now. Vegetable stock, always good to have on hand. These little baby food snacks were given to me accidentally in an order one time, and they're vegan. They're not the healthiest, but Berkeley will snack on them, so we just kept them. Those are seeds that were given to me by someone at work for baking. We've got our seaweed. Berkeley we would snack on that sometimes when we weren't taking sea moss for iodine. There are pistachios. This is down where all the nuts and everything are. And so then we've got some almond slices, some raw sunflower seeds, more pistachios, some chips that I know need to be thrown out because they're old. We don't really eat chips. Those are just like in the event that we had salsa or something. Coconut cashew chips from Aldi's, super good. More of those seeds, some onions that are sprouting, and some spaghetti squash. Over here to the back, these are the different little herb starting kits that I've been gifted that I haven't started yet, so I just kind of keep them there on that shelf. And down below is where I keep my potatoes. We've got sweet potatoes, got large, huge russet potatoes, and then another bag of russet potatoes. And then I keep my bags that I reuse and my empty water bottles down there as well. So thank you for being here. I hope you enjoyed my raw and authentic pantry tour of my vegan items. So thank you for being here. If you enjoyed this video, give it a like, and you can always hit subscribe if you want more plant-based inspiration.